Hi, Robin Rose here, and happy spring to you. I'm not sure how well this video is going to work because the sun is really bright, but I was heading out to gather some Coltsfoot blossoms to make cough syrups and cough tinctures with brandy, and I thought, let me try to show you these beautiful spring blossoms here. There you go. Hang on. Okay. Let's see if I can get a good shot of here's a little patch of flowers, and there's little patches kind of everywhere in the yard. So again, I'm not sure if this is going to work, but I'm going to give it a try. The first thing I do is I bring a little blend of herbs for a giveaway, and I put it down at the flowers. And in gratitude and asking permission to harvest. They are very delighted to be harvested. And I'm going to keep this short because I know the sun is too much. But what I want to show you is that I will go from patch to patch to patch, picking these furry stalked flowers. Right? They look like dandelions, but except for that they have scales and fur, and they have red. And what I do that I suggest you here, let me get a nice sizable one. Is it on screen? I think it is. I go down to the bottom. I'm moving and the thing about Tussilago farfara, Coltsfoot, that's so cool, is that the flowers appear in abundance long before the leaves come out. There's not even any leaves yet. They call it son before father or daughter before mother. And I'm just looking at lots and lots and lots of buds and blossoms. So this is the time. This is the time to gather this bright, sunny plant. So what I like to do is, of course, the plant knows I'm here to harvest. And what I do is I put two hands, one to hold below where I'll harvest, and one where I'm going to break the plant. Can you see this? I hope so. Put a little closer, and I invite the plant to breathe down and pull the energy, the life force energy back into the plant, and yet give me the medicine in the part I'm taking. So two hands, and then I put my thumb or fingertip right over where I cracked, and Hi, Robin Rose back with part 2 of harvesting Tussilago farfara, Coltsfoot. Only the flowers are out now, not the leaves. Here's a beautiful flower I was harvesting at the end of the last video. So pretty. So just to complete, I'm going to fill my small basket really with flowers. I don't need a whole lot of this. But again, there's patches throughout the planted garden. These are volunteers. Some call them weeds. I call them wildflowers. And I love to cut these up or rip them up gently, fill a jar with them, cover them with a nice brandy, and wait a couple of months. And then that brandy becomes a beautiful addition for cough syrups, whether that cough syrup base is pine needle infusion or, well, let's just stop there. That would be a good way to use this. The flowers of Tussilago farfara are very low in pyrrolizidine alkaloids that some people are concerned about us consuming. So you can educate yourself about that and make your own informed choice. I have used them for years and years. You can make syrups with them. You can make honey with them. In any event, they lift your spirits just to be around them. And I'm going to leave it at that for now. I do dry them sometimes. They're a little tricky to dry. They can go to seed very easily. If you're going to dry them, good to gather them when they've just opened. All right, I see the recording is a little wonky, so I am going to stop here, but Coltsfoot flowers, first in the spring, grow in dry, rocky places, help with dry, rocky coughs, hoarseness, congestion, congestion in the lungs and the bronchia in particular. You can also steam with Coltsfoot. So it's a little bit about Coltsfoot medicine. One of the very first beautiful yellow flowers in the spring. And the hairiness also denotes that this is an herb for respiratory system. And behind me you see the other beautiful swath of yellow that comes in the spring. And here it comes in April, forsythia blossoms. They've just opened up everywhere. Hi, Robin Rose here with my Coltsfoot video part 2. I got cut off somehow. Anyhow, now I'm in my kitchen, but I want to finish what I was saying. When I harvest a plant, after I break the stalk from the main plant, I touch the tip just for a moment. It's an energetic intention to seal what has been opened in the plant. Not so different from in acupuncture. Often when the acupuncturist takes out the needle, he or she will touch that spot. So I do that. I recommend harvesting by hand whenever possible, because what I found is that is the best way to learn how the plant wants to be harvested. And you can really feel the energy of that thing I was describing about the plant breathing in and holding its life force energy, but giving you the medicine in the part you're taking. You can't feel that if you come in with a knife or a scissor, and you're much likelier to go too fast with the tool. So that's a topic that could be explored a lot more, but for today's video, I wanted to share that I use Coltsfoot flowers for bronchial congestion, lung congestion, dry, hard, rocky coughs. Just like the soil it grows in is hard and dry, rocky. Here, I am making a little jar of Coltsfoot flower medicine that I will, usually I would cut up my flowers before I put them in the jar, but I just decided to do it this way. And what I can see is that I took a jar too large for the amount of flowers I have, but it was intentional because I'm going to go out every day and pick some more and pick some more until my jar is filled, like right up to here. And then I will finish covering it with the menstruum right to the tippy top. I believe I will use brandy for this Coltsfoot brandy tincture to then be able to add this into cough syrups. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pour some brandy. I'm going to just cover it like part way, or cover what I have, cap it, and then tomorrow I'll be able to finish filling this jar, and then I'll label it Tussilago farfara, Coltsfoot flowers, and with the date of April 8th, it'll be tomorrow. And then I'll put that aside for about 2 months. After that, I can pour off this golden liquid that will result from these golden flowers, squeeze them out to get everything in gratitude from what the Coltsfoot is giving. It's medicine for me to have to share with others who need it. So Coltsfoot is very helpful. The flowers are quite gentle. I could also be covering this with honey and make a herbal medicated honey from the Coltsfoot flowers, but primarily the thing I mostly do with them is make brandy or vodka tinctures. Sometimes I do also dry them, picking them very early, not in the day, but early in their bloom, so they're less likely to turn to fluff and seed while they're drying in baskets in my house. And what I use those for, I might add them into a tea, but more typically I might use that for steaming. And I would probably, if I have them, mix that together with the leaves for steaming to relieve a dry, hard kind of cough. Tussilago farfara translates roughly as cough, go far, far away. So anyway, it is wonderful that it's spring. Coltsfoot medicine is up and out. The leaves will come next. And share and like and tell, spread the good word about herbal medicine. It really works. It is the people's medicine. So wishing you golden sunny blessings and bright green ones as well. Take good care.